Hello everyone, and welcome back to Factorio with your host, Hardtruck1. Hello. Um, First off, I apologize for not having a video out this past week. Had some guests over so I couldn't record. Next week will be kind of the same thing. We'll have a house guest that I really can't record with, so record while they're around. So unfortunately, next week it will be the week after, possibly. I can't tell you whether it's going to be the middle of the week or if it's going to be, a little bit after that I'll start recording again. But oh, excuse me. Sometime during in there, I will start recording again. As usual, I really don't have a schedule for these videos. I record and I upload them when I have the time, or when I do the time. Okay, so picking up from where we left off last time, we got all of these going. So we're going to go ahead and bring these up, and we're going to tuck them in here. They'll start getting filled up. Looks like we need more green circuits, so we need to bring in more. So we need to start making more of these machines. How many is that? There's 5. Okay, so I need, what do I need? Oh, I just need those to, get done. That's what I need. So, I'll just have them, I'll get them going. While I'm getting them going, I'm going to get these set up. So, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to set it up in such a way that we can go across from each other. We'll take this out, turn this around, turn that one around like that. So those will go on this side, that side, and we'll have these go on this side. What we can do to make this a little, I need some more copper. That's what I need. There we go. Alright, we should have plenty of copper. Yeah. Alright, I think what we're going to do, instead of trying to bring in another line, I think what we'll do is we'll take this one and we will run it down, hop it under, and run it down this side. Later we might have to bring in 2 full lines to offset the cost of, or offset the speed of this. But for now, I think we'll work. I think for now we will mainly work with, this will mainly work with both. For both sides for now. Means that we have to do less to try to get stuff in. So what do we do? We did 2 up there. So we'll do 2 here and 2 here. Oh wait, this is the wrong area. Whoops. Hold on. I'm forgetting 2 major. I'm forgetting a couple of major steps. First is this one. Sometimes it's really hard to take a line these up. I guess I could have just lined up the 2 center ones. And then, there here? Ah, cool. We have advanced material processing. So what'll happen? So what that'll do is that'll help us go a little bit quicker. So I did them both on this side. So I'll just do the same thing. Okay. All right. Now we'll bring this down and across here. What we'll do here is we'll go for a center plant, and like I said, what we're going to do here is we're going to do this for right now. So you are going to be making the green circuits as well. Copy, paste, copy, paste, paste, and paste. Okay. Alright, we're going to do power, power, and then we can do power, power, and power, and then we'll also drop a light bulb right here. Alright, that'll work. Okay, so we just pretty much doubled our capacity to make green circuits, I mean. We'll probably need to double this whole facility. In fact, we're going to do this. We're going to increase our speed a little bit by increasing our in and outputs of this. So there we go. Alright, so we basically just doubled, definitely we've just doubled our capacity to make these. Now these guys are slow because of the limitations of the long-handed inserters. But for right now, this is actually a better thing to do rather than trying to either bring in another set of iron for this side or splitting off this side. The reason why we split off the copper is because for right now we do not need the copper. So this facility makes two copper plate. Oh, hold on. Yeah. 2 copper cables per 1 copper plate. So these are always, these really truthfully are always going to outrun these, because these are making twice as much as what this is, Even though this requires 3 cable at a time, we're still making more than what these two can handle. Because these are requiring 3, this is making 6. Or this one's requiring 3, so this one's making 2 and 2. This one requires 3, so this one's making 2 and 2. So actually, we are actually at a kind of a 1-to-1 ratio actually here, because we get 2 from this one, 1 from this one, and that goes into here. 2 from this one, 1 from this one, that goes into here. So that actually does all of our thing. Looks like this end is going to start filling up. Yep, now to a point where now it'll start pushing everything up this way, which is what we need to continue our blue science. Our blue science is kind of slow, but we're good. But speaking of blue science, now we can actually go into making our blue science. What is this? This is Advanced Material Processing 2. Faster and more advanced furnaces. Oh yeah. We don't need electric furnaces right now. What we do need to start thinking about really is getting trains going. So let's go ahead and research railroads, because we don't need the expensive blue science for that. What we need to do is we need to bring in, we're going to have to start bringing in materials, because especially copper, because our copper supply is not going to last very long. And actually, more to the point, our oil supply is not going to last as good. What am I coming over here to look at? I came to look... Oh, I was looking at the copper. In order for me to look at the copper, I gotta go down. I don't know why I just automatically walked that way. So let's see. How's our copper looking? Oh, we got 2, 3... Right? Yep, we got 3 machines. 3 of our electric drills. What is this? Electric drill. Mining drill. Why? Okay, that was odd. It was in stack for some reason. Okay, so we're almost... Yeah, we're going to be needing some more copper. We're starting to pull pretty heavy on the copper. This is all good. I'm thinking that this area right here, just below the copper mine, would be a good place to start bring in the trains, because you know our lines for our 3 different furnace arrays are right here, so we could just tap in. So we could just bring both of these over and tap it to here. Now the oil one's going to be a little different, because see, our oil is up here. So I may bring in an oil train right about here, dedicate its own line, dedicate a line for it here. And we're definitely going to need to bring in... Oh yeah, we're going to need to start thinking about going and finding oil really quickly, because this is not good. So what we need to do is we need to probably up our power, and we're going to have to start thinking about making some big electric poles so that we can run electricity down our line. For that, let's see. Let's go up here and look and see why we have so little. Okay, this is why. All right, so we gotta figure. We've got to work on these a little bit to start with. So what we're gonna do? Did we get advanced oil processing? That's advanced material processing. No, we need to get advanced. That's why we had the. Okay, so as soon as we get the railroads done, we'll need to get advanced material process or advanced oil processing going, so that we can start cracking. So that we can start cracking our different different oils down to continue keeping this going. So as soon as this railroad stuff gets done, we will get that going. There we go. All right, switch it to advanced oil processing. We should have at least that many science packs in blue as of right now to be able to yeah, it looks like we do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add 6 more of these guys to this array, because we are now kind of really needing to have a little bit of a speed bonus on it. So what do we need for this one? We need inserters, which we have. We need iron gears, which we don't have any iron for. Alright, so let's grab some iron. Whoa. Alrighty. Lags a little bit now when... Need 2 more of those. Ah, look at this. We've got quite a bit of circuits now. Let's pick up some circuits from here. Oop, I don't know. Lag spike for some reason. Okay, now we don't have to worry about making circuits. I think the reason why we had to make the circuits is because we didn't have enough for these things. But now we have one of those. We will use our blue ones. In fact, you know what? I'll just queue up the last of those. Oh, that's not the ones I want. I want these ones. Okay, that'll get those out of our inventory. I don't think we really need... No, we don't need them for anything else. Alright. We're almost done with those. So anyway, so like I was saying, so I think what we're going to do is... So the big area on the right side of our furnace arrays here, I think we're going to dedicate that for... We're going to dedicate this area over here. We might have to move the water line over a little bit. But I think we're going to dedicate this large area right here for trains. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put omnidirectional trains. So that basically means that there'll be like an engine, a couple of cars, and an engine facing the opposite direction. So that way they can come in to these. I'm going to have like 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 dedicated stations, unloading stations here. 2 will be for iron, 2 will be for copper, for stone, if we ever run out of stone here. I can have one that just comes in and parks right here and offloads for the stone area right here. As for our steam engines, we're probably going to double our steam engines here. For 2 reasons. One, we'll need the energy capacity when we go out to get us like a copper line or a... I think we need oil first. So the oil line will probably be put in first, which will be up here. I think up here above these pump jacks right here, we'll put the station that comes in, or the train will come in and stop like right here. It'll offload down to these, and then it'll take off back down through the system. Everywhere else but the depots will probably be a double track, except for in the unloading areas. The unloading areas might just actually be just that. They'll just be the unloading areas, so they'll just stop there. Ah, that's nice to see. Looks like we are filling up our supply of stuff just nicely. So, really, truthfully, it looks like the only things that we're really short on are batteries, plastic, And steel actually looks like. Steel might actually be a bottleneck again. We're running our copper a little short, so we'll probably have to start thinking about getting copper next. But as soon as this advanced oil gets done researching, then we will be able to start working on getting our stuff out. So let's see, we need stone, iron sticks, and steel plate. We have stone right here. We could just make the iron sticks locally, like right here. This is not going to be easy because, see, our stone area is over there. I guess I could just kind of filter through the stone area, the stone brick somehow. Oh, well, of course it needs regular stone. I guess I could just ferry some steel over to it for right now. So we'll put this down. Let's put this down right here. We're going to say, okay, you need to make us this. So you will need that. And I guess I will just put a second one down here. No, not there. Let's put it down over here. Excuse me. And we'll put this here, and we'll put that there, and that there. Eventually, we'll probably have robots delivering all this stuff over here, because that kind of makes more sense since we're putting everything else down the thing. I think we only need iron chests for over here. Will work. One there. Oh yeah, and one here. Alright, and you need to make the iron sticks. Alright, so in here we'll put that. In here we'll put what little steel we have. Okay. We'll have to go get some more. We'll have to go scoop up some more steel. I see our oil processing's done. So once we grab some steel off of the belt here, about 100 or so or more. Okay, so we got 92. We got 192. We can put the 100 in the chest, and we'll keep the 92 for ourselves. Alright, so I think the last thing we're going to do in this video, we're getting closer to being able to go out and get us a thing. In the next episode, we'll get our power doubled at least. And then we can... That is the funniest... Oh, because that's... Wait, did they change the texture? Oh, I didn't notice that. They changed the texture on the heavy oil. It was a lot darker color than that. Okay, so this is how we're going to do this. We're going to get us a couple of electric motors. So in order to do that, oh yeah, here we go. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. So we're going to make a couple of these pipes, a couple of these pumps. Now this is what we're going to do. Now we want, we don't care if this has fuel fluid. We do care if our lubricant, that our lubricant has fluid. But what we don't care about is what we care about is we want to have a little bit in these tanks at all times. What we don't care about is we don't care if the lubricant is always full. So we'll leave this connected to run that way. We really don't care if it goes down into the flamer fuel, because we can always make a little bit more as we go, because we're probably going to have a lot of light oil still. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to set up both of these tanks with a pump. Now what the pump does is it pumps fluid out of these tanks into the pipes. Well, you may be thinking, well, why are you going to do that if you said you don't want that much, if you want to keep a little bit in there? Well, because the reason why we researched a little while ago the logistics network stuff, or the circuit network stuff, is because now, let me gather up some of this really quickly, is because this is what we can do. Okay, do we have chemical plants? We do not. So to start off, we're going to just do 2 chemical plants, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to set up our chemical plants to break down our extra oil. So, and this is how we're going to do it. So what we're going to do, oh, excuse me just a second. Okay, I'm sorry for the interruption. Had to take that. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to set this up to basically craft our stuff. So we're going to set this one here. Actually, we're going to set that one there. I'll make this a little bit better. And we're going to set that one there. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to set these to do our cracking of heavy oil into light oil, which is what that one's going to do. Okay. This one, we're going to set this one, why are you doing that? Quit. To go from light oil to our pyrotheum gas, or whatever you want to call it, gas. Then this is what we're going to do. We're going to set this one to go straight into, that's the wrong side. We're going to set this one to go straight into this one. Can I go further out with this one? I can. How about this one? Can I go? I can probably, oh yeah, cool. Okay, so this is how we're going to deal with our access. And the more oil that we crack, the more that we need to get it. The more we need. So this is how we're going to do it. And then we're going to run this pretty much straight into our supply line here. So what'll happen is, hopefully, I think this is what this will do. So as these are cracking all of this down to our gas that we need, petroleum gas, there we go. Our petroleum gas, it'll get to this junction and it'll go, okay, these machines over here have priority. So it'll start to go to them. Once these are all full and to a point where they can't produce anymore, then it will backflow into our tank here. But not only that, but we also have our lines that come from our refineries. So they're going to go in as well. They're going to flow in as well. Now, a note with our refineries now we can actually switch them over to advanced oil processing, which, as you can see, will give us a lot more light oil and a lot more petroleum gas than our regular did, which gave us 3 heavy and 3 basic oil. Now what we're going to do over here is, like I said, we're going to set our power lines down. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 wires. Okay, I'll just make that 5th wire to get rid of that one thing. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go, okay, we're going to tie these 2 together. Then we're going to tie it to that post, and then we're going to tie it to that pump. Now what that does is now all we have to do is look at this and go, okay, so we have 4.9K oil in here. Now we're going to go into here and we're going to set through this connection enable condition. So what this will do is we'll set it to, if you have less than, what is this, light oil? If you have less than, or no, we want it greater than, equals, I think that's greater than. Well, it'll tell me whether or not that's correct. Let's see, I need 1, 2, 3. That'll tell me whether it's good enough. We want to do the same thing for this one. Okay. So this one has, as you can see, this one has a little bit less. That's okay. So now we're going to set the condition on this one as well. This time we're going to set it for heavy oil. Okay. So what this will do is, if these tanks have, the way this is supposed to work, if these tanks have greater than 500 units in the combined tanks, not just one tank, the combined tanks, then this pump is allowed to work. This pump is allowed to push this extra oil into this converter, which then will push into this one, which will then push into our petroleum. It will probably do the same thing, and it will do the same thing with this one, except for this one is just going to here, which is converting it into our gas here. So now let's give this some power and see if this works correctly. I do not have them right. Okay, so we need to switch this to less to that. Okay. And we need to switch that one to the same thing. Alright, so there we go. So now this is forced out a little bit. Now let's go over here. Let's give our things some power. Now we'll need to run the water, and oh, look at this. Luckily we have water right here in front of us. So we'll just go down 1. Add that. We're going to need at least 2 more of those, plus a little bit of pipe. So now we can go, oh, we got to go out one more. I'd actually like to have that there. No, I want that one in there. So we'll have to go like this. We'll have to back this one back down 1 more. Grab our extra pipe. Alright, so here we go. Now this is starting to work. That's starting to work. Okay. Won't go anywhere because we don't have enough of that. And we may have to double this one to keep up with the amount of light oil that we have right now. And anyway, we want to do this again. So we're going to come out to here, and we're going to go there, and there. We need one more of those plus 5. This will go here to here, and then our pipes will go here. Alright, now this one should start kicking in. Yep, and immediately it's forcing it out into the pipes. Then now this one's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit of time before this one goes. So you know what we might do? We might actually just go ahead and set another of these. And the best thing about this setup is you can set this to any condition, or you can set this to any condition that you want. You can add as many of these to the line as you want, as long as you wire them all together so that it understands that, you know, it's not just running off of these two, because you don't want these two all the way down to 500, and you have like 4 tanks out this direction that gradually have them up. It'll equalize them all the way across. So, anyway, are we? Why are we not making? No, I think we are making. It's just that, like I said, I need to actually give it one more pipe, because this is kind of, or one more of these things, because it is kind of slow. These are slow. These are the slowest things in the world. So we're gonna do this as soon as our next. I guess I didn't need that other one. That other one, but we'll get this set up. Oh yeah, we do, because we need to be able to go underground there. Alright, and we'll add a second power. Right click, left click, and there we go. All right, so we're gonna get quite a bit out of this. And the only reason why I would really actually put a pump up here is just to make sure. In fact, I'll do that. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I gotta leave that there. Alright, but anyway, okay, so anyway, this is set up, and this will, and as you can see, this is all working. It's slowly working because we have quite a few things. Now I could take and turn this one off. In fact, I think I'm going to do that. Oh, there we go. We'll switch it that way. So with it being greater than 500, it'll stop. Or being less than 500, it'll stop. And that'll allow this one to, as soon as this is drained enough, I don't want to lose all the oil, so I'm not going to pick it up. So as soon as this is drained enough, then it'll just keep these ones going. Yep. Okay. Alright then, well, that takes care of our little bit of overflow problem. I'll have to remember, like in the end of next episode, to come down and check these to see if this has fallen down enough that I can turn this one back on. Because ultimately, if you don't have these two metered good enough or correctly, you'll have the same problem here. So it's like, okay, we are breaking this one down for our gas. Well, this one will continue and continue and continue and continue to break it down. In the meantime, our heavy oil is getting fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller. And then next thing you know, our heavy oil is completely full. There's nowhere for it to go. And guess what? Everything shuts down again. But for right now, I think we're good. We got all that going. This and this are kind of just here temporarily. I don't know if this is where they're going to be or if I'm going to maybe try to bust some of the oils down. I don't think I'm going to. The only ones that I would actually do is the lubricant and the petroleum gas, because those two items are required. Well, petroleum gas is required for these and this. I'm not sure if anything else is really actually uses petroleum. Oh yeah, no, these use sulfuric acid, which we're already using with the batteries. And after a while, we may have to pipe that down so that we can do our processing units a little bit closer to where the rest of our circuits are. But anyway, folks, we got that back running. Even though, yes, we don't have quite the throughput as we really need. But for right now, you know, our factory's just getting started. Dealt with a problem with having too much light oil and heavy oil. So the factory's going to get going back again, and in the next episode, we will probably be playing around with some trains, so that we can get even more oil and more, and get even more resources and stuff brought into us. But until then, I'm Hardtruck1. This has been Factorio, and I'll see you in the next episode.